That energy that you're creating, even for your whole nation and people, is setting them up for disaster, because that energy got to come back around. That's why you always got to spread good, so good can come back around bigger. You spread bad, bad gonna come back around bigger, because it's gonna collect. Because if you tell one lie, that could destroy everything. You know what I mean? Because it collects like dominoes. So like for them to just be doing that constantly, and think nothing gonna happen, and this is generational too. So it's like y'all creating something that, to be honest with you, unfortunately, and it's sad for me to say, like if you believe in all the spiritual thing, like it's gonna come back around. Unless you
Karma.
just, I could pray all I want, and we all could pray all I want, but the devastation that they created on nature itself, and it's just scratch your head. It's like,
Tell us about, these artists you work with. So you work with Solange and with David Banner. How did that happen? What was that about?
so with David Banner, I opened up for him with this band called Ogulanu. It was an African band. That was amazing. I love that band and everything. But a lot of things happened with the band and everything. He had to go back to Africa and all that stuff. So, and it was Solange. I got to actually play with her in the horn section at the Greek Theater in front of like 10,000 people. And that was the most people I ever played in front of. And that thing was wild. I mean, just being up there and then having them scream, like you feel the scream. Like,
The
that was
energy must have been
crazy.
crazy.
And I always thought about, like, man, if I was up there. I mean, we all think that, but it's crazy.
How
It's
you like
amazing
it?
that it's cool. Even though I wasn't like in the front, like that, it's still though, like it just makes you want to just smile and just like, man, I really was up there. It's crazy. Crazy. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. But it
Yeah,
was dope.
it's energy, man. Like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
the crowd, the energy that they feed you guys. Like I'm sure you could feel it, like literally, physically feel it.
No, you really feel it. Like it's you feel it. You know what energy feels like when you're in front of 10,000 people or more. So yeah, I did that. Those really the highlights. I mean, I had a lot of highlights, but that Solange thing was like the biggest highlight, and that makes me want to work really hard. Like I work as hard as I need to get there. Tell me what I need to do. What I need to do now. Tell me 1,000 songs. I need 1,000 songs. Okay, 2 years. No, a year. Let's do it.
Nice. They always say you gotta test drive your dreams, because then it makes you feel like I can do it, and it gives you like the drive, like you're talking about right now.
Yes.
Like you test drove it. You're like, I mean, I know I wasn't in the front, but I felt it. I felt the energy, and
Yes.
now you're like, whatever I gotta do, let's do it.
Exactly. It's man, I think I know the feeling, but that feeling is like right in your stomach, like the butterflies and like the intense, like I could do this, like motivation is dope. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I've been on stages before with like famous DJs,
Mm-hmm.
and once I get up there, I was like, I want to do more. It's like you get a little bit of
Exactly.
taste of it. Like I can do this, like
Mm-hmm.
festivals, concerts. You just want to keep doing it, And
Exactly.
I can see you in front of millions of people.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in front of like a lot of people before performing, but man, I don't know. That was just different. It was just different. It was nothing like it, and it'll never be the same. I'm really not even nervous to play anymore after that. So it made everything else like way, way better. Right.
Yeah, they say once your vision is stretched, it can never go back. It's not like a rubber band; it's like a plastic bag, basically.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's just everlasting, basically. Like it just keep getting better and better and better and better. So yeah, it's dope.
So, what would you say is like your dream performance?
My dream performance, ooh, Super Bowl.
Hmm.
And if they really get it right with all the logistics and all this, all the BS they be doing, all this other stuff, and all the, we all know what we talking about. It'd be dope to play the Super Bowl.
The
I would love
weekend
to do it.
knows.
Yeah,
Well, didn't I just say that I see you in front of millions and millions of people? And then now you said you want to be your dream performance in the Super Bowl.
I'll
So
do it. I'll tear that.
we're putting that out there in the universe right now.
I'll tear that. I'll do some crazy stuff. They be like, never been done. Oh, do something never been done. Okay, do it. Give me the opportunity.
Yeah, I hope one day you do get to perform there. That would be amazing. Like the Super Bowl is definitely the epitome of like you made it as an artist.
Oh yeah, it's that. Yeah, it is. If I ever earn that, best believe you're gonna get a show, guaranteed.
Invite us. We'll be there.
Yep. You be front row. Remember I said on this podcast.
Yeah, we got to record it now. You guys hear that?
We're gonna play this part right before we do it on the Super Bowl, right on the screens. Then we're gonna do the Super Bowl.
Possibilities, yo. Possibilities.
Yeah, my dream is to own an NFL franchise. That's my dream.
Really? I want to own an NBA franchise. That's my dream.
There we go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's look back 30 years from now and look at this podcast and be like,
30 years, how about 10?
Hey, I like the way you think, right?
I mean, why I gotta be 30? Why can't it be 10? Why can't it be 5?
Check out how big this guy thinks. That's awesome.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean?
Time is an illusion. So,
tell us about that. Where'd you learn about time is an illusion? Because not many youngins, they got that mindset. Because you have like a mindset of someone that's like way beyond your years, which is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But where'd you get that?
Kind of lonely sometimes, but it's good, I guess.
Hey man, the great, it's lonely to be at the top because there ain't that many people that think like you.
I heard about that too. I heard that quote earlier, like a month ago. So it's crazy saying that. Yeah, but the time is an illusion. Well, you gotta think about it. Like, if you were born with nobody around you, would you know what time is? Like, would you be able to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who told you what time is?
Probably the people around you when you were born.
Agree on all this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'll give you an example. When the time I forget about the time when I'm out in Mount Shasta, I go through this like sacred ceremonies, and our phone has been turned in, so no technology whatsoever. I don't know what time it is, right? We don't know what time it is, but then when it hits dark, that's when your body starts getting sleepy, and you wake up in the morning, like, oh, it's like almost sunrise.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Really, yeah, your body is the only thing to know what time it is, huh? Right, huh? That's kind of interesting you said that. Yeah, but to be honest, cause we all like, how I can explain it better? It's like when you go to sleep, take a nap, right? And you wake up and you think it's like been 4 hours, right? But it'd be like 20 minutes, right? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, why did you think that in the first place? You know what I mean? We're not dumb. Nobody on this planet is dumb. We've been here for what? Thousands, millions, we say millions, or whatever. We're not dumb. So it's like, I don't really believe that like we really grasp like what time really is. We just came up with something that makes the most sense to us, and we went with that until we can figure what the heck is going on right now. You know, I think that's what happened.
Like, who created the date? I don't know. I asked the same thing too, but there's so many mysteries out there. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think what you mean is basically there's no limits. Like, yes, the only limits are the ones you basically put on yourself.
Exactly. Yes. You see, what's your name again? What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Isaac.
Isaac?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Isaac. My name is Kalin, bro. You're a smart man.
Thank you,
man.
man.
I met you, man.
But you know what? I'm 43. So
you're 43? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I know I look super young, right? But
I thought you were like at least 29 or least.
You're like, who's this 29-year-old thinking like a 43-year-old? No, I am 43. No, I appreciate that. You know, it's life experience and having mentors and stuff. That's why I'm tripping out about how you think, because I'm like, it took me 43 years to learn this stuff, and you already know this stuff. Man, I wish I knew this stuff back then.
Exactly. And think about the 19-year-old you were telling me, like, he probably knows just as much as us. Like, it don't stop. You know what I mean?
Time is an illusion.
It's going to be somebody even younger. It just don't stop.
Yeah.
I call that human evolution. Like, our brain, I think our brain works differently than back in the days. Because I heard that we use all of our brain, not just the right side or left side.
To be honest with you, my opinion, I'm gonna say that because there's people out there that be like, "Well, you said this." No, in my opinion, it's like, I think the consumption of meat, and like when we started really eating meat, we didn't really cook it at first until we learned what fire was, and that's when we started doing that. That's when we was able to, I don't know, because like it all starts with your gut. for one, and with like parasites and all that stuff. Like it all starts there. So the less like parasite controlling you, doing all that shit to your mind, and more clean and healthy you are, eating more, being more vegan, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to be fully vegan, but just being more healthy. I think that allows your mind to become, or your pineal gland to become its regular size, and you become your full capacity, like limitless and all this other, they be talking about. You don't have to take no pill to become that. You just gotta treat your temple right, and it will become what it needs to become. You know what I'm saying? So, and we all figuring that out now. So,
yeah, we're both vegan.
Say it again.
We're both vegan.
Y'all both vegan? So yeah, I know. I'm trying to get there, but I can't do it all the time. I've been hungry, so
it takes some time. You just also got to learn. I mean, trust me, I've been there. Like, I've only been vegan for 3 years, but you just got to learn how to make the same things you loved when you were eating a normal standard American diet, which the acronym is SAD, which is kind of funny, right? Mm-hmm. And you just got to learn to substitute. Yes. You know what I mean? It's not taking anything away. It's just you got to learn how to substitute. Because I cook the same stuff I used to make before. It took me a while to kind of figure it out. But now I can cook almost the same stuff I used to cook before, but now it's just 100% plant-based.
So it's really just a taste, really, of the food that we're like griping about.
Yeah. And you can duplicate it. You can almost to a T duplicate it. Taste and texture,
Yeah. I feel it really is the texture and the taste that really be getting people from not really like transferring to be vegan. So we're figuring it out. So I'm not even really worried. I already see it happening. So
yeah. Well, Oakland, there's solely vegan mob. There's so many vegan food restaurants out there that are really good. Since you're in the East Bay, check it out.
And I don't think people really know it like this, but my opinion, it's like I feel like in the first 7 years of your life, if that's like so important, like especially with brain development and just development altogether spiritually, it's like if you're not eating the right things, the thing that's supposed to help you develop better and faster and to be able to be better than your past predecessors or whatever, if you eating bad hot Cheetos every day and like top ramen and hot dogs and all this other stuff, like throughout those first 7 years specifically, your whole life is going to be kind of like jacked up, and unless you could reverse the damage mentally and physically, you know what I mean? And sadly, in the more poor community, that's just what it is, really, I believe. Because I noticed when I was growing up, like I used to eat all that stuff, but I never could focus in school. Like it was so hard. Like I'll fall asleep, my mind goes somewhere else. Then I go home and eat the same things, sugar, all this other stuff, soda. It's not till I came to Richmond and got my diet together. I see like now I could remember things. Now I could focus. Now I could stay together. I'm able to produce better. I'm able to learn songs better. Like. It's just so crazy to me how, it really comes to your diet, really. So.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Another thing that you're way ahead of the game on is like understanding how what you put in your body affects your entire body. Honestly, I think all this process stuff, I don't know if it was done on purpose or not, but you're right.
Either, so, yeah.
Regardless, if we're all messed up on the inside, how are we going to even be able to think for ourselves? If our body can't even function normally.
You can't. The body's first, right? So what was you gonna say? I didn't want to.
Do you know that why processed food, how it started and why?
Well, I believe it's just so it was a cheaper way to feed the people. That's what I believe. But
back in World War I or II, one of those. To be able to feed a mass population, and it will last longer. Basically, that's how it started.
Yeah,
in America. I don't know about anywhere else.
No, that makes sense because you said World War I
or II.
That's when everybody's really scared of like nuclear. Because I can't say the word. I have a list problem. Catastrophe, whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that fear made like them think like, okay, we need to make sure we have food that's going to last years on years in case we do have that type of disaster. Regardless of how it makes somebody feel, if it keeps them alive, then that's the best thing we need. But since now we're in 2021, that has diluted like tremendously, and now we're more focused on what's happening now, and that's a biological attack. And now And it's crazy how it is like that. So now we're thinking about like now we're like, damn, we shouldn't have made all this processed food now, because now this was killing us, because now we got something attacking our immune system. So it's just funny, you know what I mean? So, but we figuring it out, and we all understanding that in order to fight COVID, at least, you know, we have to all be healthy, you know, and clean.
Yeah. That's one thing they don't talk about is like, what's the number one way to fight COVID? Well, just be healthy, like yourself, have a strong immune system, like
exercise every day, like let's take a walk at least, you know, do that, you know, don't be no couch potato and eat hot Cheetos and expect to be cool. Like, no, you're gonna get sick eventually.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's funny because now my parents are asking me like, oh, buy lemon for lemon water, or like this and that. Now I'm like, now they're finally listening to me. Like
that's how I was too, but that's funny though. Yeah.
I've been in this health journey for like almost a decade, right? And like telling my family, you know, eat this, don't eat that, take this vitamins and stuff like that. But you know, a lot of people are waking up. And it really comes down to food is medicine as well. There's so many food out
medicine.
there.
Exactly.
That can help you.
Pills? Like pills? What? And then again, I'm not bashing pills. I still believe like whenever they created pills like that was to last like my mic keep doing that. To last like nuclear disasters. Like it all makes sense, you know what I mean? Somebody was thinking ahead of the time, thinking that may be a likelihood to happen. And if that did happen, all these things right now would be treasure. But right now, we're not nowhere near that. And so now these things are not needed. And so they're just going to be recycled, and we're going to come up with something else. Like, I'm not worried. We're just going through a transformation.
I like that mindset. Again, your mindset, transformation. The whole world is shifting, I feel like, and I'm shifting myself. So adapting, you know?
Yeah, nothing to worry about. I feel like, you know, even though it's a lot going on and a lot has happened, especially in the last year or so, it's just stuff that needed to happen in order for a change to come. So, you know, we all just got to just keep going. You know what I mean? It's all going to get dope. It's going to be better in the end. So just keep riding it out, you know?
Yeah, I'm super impressed with your mindset, man. Like, that's the most important thing with success is the mindset. Mm-hmm. It's all about how you think. I mean, like, again, my old mentor used to tell me wealth is a mindset, and I didn't understand that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you just thinking all of a sudden you have all this money, you know? But I get it now, because wealthy people just think differently. Healthy people just think differently, and your thoughts become feelings, become action, you know? So,
and another thing is like, it's an opinion. I don't know if it's been proven, but I do believe like if you do consume those type of things, cheese and all that, Cheetos, I don't know what it is, but it's something in it that like it changes you. Like you'll start to be more angrier, or you'll start to not think correctly. Like it's something. And another thing is like it's hard to get it out. You know what I mean? It will stick with you for like 2 weeks before you even can really like let it all like go. You know what I mean? Out of your system. Like it's so crazy. It's actually pretty scary. It's like they got to starve out here to be healthy. You know what I mean? Because these things be changing my mind so much. Like, it's not me. I don't think like this. Why am I thinking like this? What did I eat? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We got to do something.
I want to share something with you guys. I remember, you know, some of my friends were like, I can't give up cheese. I didn't ask them that. I just told them like, I don't eat cheese anymore. And I looked it up in Google. I was like, why are people so addicted to cheese? And I think there's an ingredient called casein that basically get people addicted.
Casein? What did you say? What is it called?
CASEIN.
Yeah, it's a casein. So cheese is basically casein, salt, and fat. Like 3 of the most addictive substances in the world. That's what cheese is. It's the pure casein from the milk. It's like the most addictive part of the milk. And then there's salt, which is like makes everything taste even better. And then fat.
So is that what supposed to make the baby keep going for the milk? That's what it is, and that's what they extracting?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Probably have to look that up.
That's what it seems like. I mean, we all the same. So that seems like something that would make us addicting. If that's something that's supposed to make us like, you know, thinking, scientifically, you know what I mean? Logically.
It makes a lot of sense what you're saying, but just think about it. We're drinking milk that's meant for baby cows, not for baby humans.
And that too in itself is like, it makes you want to throw up. Like, if you really think about it, like, ew, that's so nasty. Like, I'm not a cow, okay? Why are you feeding me cow milk? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't remember the last time I drank
I understand,
milk.
but no.
It's just marketing, man. It's the best marketing scheme ever to fool us. You know what I mean?
What comes around goes around, for one. And it needs to stop. Okay? Like, it needs to stop. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired because I'm forced to do it, to survive. You know what I mean? Like it's 2021. I'm time I gotta say it. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to get things straight. Like Flint, what is it? Flint, Michigan? They still don't got no good water. What? They water brown. Like, is it the money thing? What is it? Like,
it's that's another thing. It's pretty much just the people in power. That there's. So I don't know the whole true story, and I could be wrong, but I heard a very wealthy person bought the water from the mountains. Like, he said, I want that fresh water from the mountains in Michigan, and he's funneling it to somewhere else so that they can't get that clean water anymore. So now they're getting dirty water because he's using it for his financial gain.
Oh, that's so big that I need some evidence.
Yeah, but probably have to Google that.
I need some evidence for that. That's crazy. If that's really what's going on, man.
Thank you for sharing that. Now we get to post this on YouTube and cause more awareness.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like,
what?
We need water. Like, people, we're American. Like, we need water. Like, take care of your people.
Yeah. If only that's what it was about, right?
Yeah, I know. I understand. Like, I understand, but it's still like, gotta get over that. Like, we gotta get over our ego and like being all like, I know we came from like a crazy time, like with all the other stuff. I know even like, Black people or, we experienced a lot of things, but for all this to end, we have to forgive, which is going to be the hardest thing in the world. But the people that did it to us and to other people, other nationalities, y'all got to get it right. Y'all got to just stop. I mean, because if we don't, it's the end for the whole country, to be honest with you, if we can't get it together.
I agree. And I was talking to a friend of mine, so they talk about climate change, right? They say, we're killing the earth. We're not killing the earth. We're killing our ability to survive on the earth.
Exactly. We're killing us.
Yeah. Now, the earth's going to keep going when we're gone.
Yes, the earth know how to heal itself. I'm not even worried. We can't kill the earth when we came from the earth. What? How can we kill something that we came from? Like, that's come on now. Don't try to fool us. Don't try to fool me, at least. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's why we gotta take care of planet Earth, I feel like, or else it will spit us out.
Now they're trying to go to
It will destroy us. So take care of Mother Nature, you know?
There'll be those little pods and cockroaches and just whatever's left for maybe a couple thousand years, and then some new type of form of life will come along. But if
that's how it works. That's how we came. To be honest with you, people don't like to hear it like that, but yeah, the Earth been here longer than we have. So we're new. We're babies. Yeah. And the Earth can get rid of us if we don't treat it right anytime it wants. People don't know, but people don't think like the Earth is alive. Like it's very alive and it's very conscious of what's going on. And that's why you gotta do the right thing to the planet, because like having an island of trash in the middle of the ocean that's what, big as Texas? Come on.
Have you seen Seaspiracy?
What is it called?
Seaspiracy.
That's why I got it from. I just saw it 2 days ago. Yes,
Me too. Yeah.
I didn't finish it though. I fell asleep. But exactly, like, clean your room. Us clean our room. Like, it's trash in the middle of the floor. Clean it up. Who raised us, bro? I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, if you keep watching it, it's basically commercial fishing is what's killing the oceans.
The dolphins and what was that?
Did you see the part where they murdered all those dolphins?
Say it again.
Do you see the part where they killed all the dolphins?
I saw the part when they went to the cove and they just started just slaughtering them and everything. And then they said like it was because of it wasn't like they didn't like them. It's for population control because they were taking all the fish and all that. I'm like, what? What? Y'all just gonna kill off all the God, like
the whales and the dolphins.
They don't like energy that you're creating, even for your whole nation and people. Is setting them up for disaster because that energy got to come back around. That's why you always got to spread good so good could come back around bigger. You spread bad gonna come back around bigger because it's gonna collect. Because if you tell one lie, that could destroy everything. You know what I mean? Because it collects like dominoes. So like for them to just be doing that constantly and think nothing gonna happen, and this is generational too. So it's like y'all creating something that, to be honest with you, unfortunately, and it's sad for me to say, like, if you believe in all the spiritual thing, like, it's gonna come back around.
Karma.
I could pray all I want, and we all could pray all I want, but the devastation that they created on nature itself, and it's just scratch your head. It's like, well, they want to do what they want to do, and so they're gonna experience what they're going to experience. So
that's what happens when people don't evolve. Like you said, like they're stuck in old traditions and they think it's right because it's what their father did and their grandfather did.
It's a loop. Yeah. Snake loop, really. We want to call it that.
But if you're doing the wrong thing, you got to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to break loose, break out the circle, break out the loop, and just do it. Oh man, I just don't understand. Like, I mean, I do understand because like if you grow up learning that type of way and you know no other way, then it's like it's hard to like get mad when you understand it like that, because like I can't even say if I was in their shoes would I be doing the same thing? Probably, because I haven't did what they did. I don't know what they experienced. So it's just up to us, the people that do know, to try to change the people that don't know, and not try to really, even though we do want to like have like what you call it, some type of like judgment toward them, like some type of something like jail time, whatever they want to do. Like we can't do that because if they didn't know in the first place, really, and that's all they were taught, then we just gotta just suck up our egos and just try to fix it and just keep the peace. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, so after watching that, man, I felt like I witnessed a murder. Like literally, I felt like I wish a family murdered. Like literally,
it was so hard to watch. I was just sitting there and just looking. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of tearing up. I was like, man, this is horrible, man. Why they doing this? Like, I mean, then they came up with some logic. Like, yeah, they trying to. It's so they could get some fish. But why are you trying to get all the fish? For what? Money? Yes. You know, it's not to feed you, right? They're just trying to sell the fish. So in either way, y'all doing wrong. Greed.
And I agree with you. Like, yeah, maybe they were raised in it, but I think somewhere in our inherent human nature, like you have to feel some type of way when you're doing that to another living being.
Like, it ain't just cold. Ain't all of them cold hearted like that. I know that, man. Somebody got to just be like, you know what? I can't just keep doing this and just killing a living being that didn't do nothing to me.
Yeah, I will feel bad. I definitely feel bad for them now for doing that, because once you connect with your heart, you know, that deep, you're not going to be able to do that any longer. I don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And I just recently found out that my dad's family had a fishing business in the Philippines. He just told me like today. Like, okay, that's good to know.
Really? Oh, that's
I'm gonna interview my dad and just record him, ask him all these questions, you know, about family history. But they had that going on in the Philippines to, you know, survive. So
yeah, and that's why I'm thinking, because when you said survive, it's like, then again, we can't judge them because what if they're just trying to survive? Maybe they do need the money to feed their families. Like America, like I heard that if you got 30K, you the top 1% in the world. What? 30K not even a lot of money in America.
Not here.
But that's crazy, right? That's crazy. So how much money do these people need to make to at least survive for water and bread or whatever they got to get to feed their family? Like, and so then thinking about it like that, like after getting mad, I was like, I can't get mad, because if I had to survive, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily the ones that have small fishing businesses or whatever. They're talking about commercial fishing, like the giant boats. They call those like death machines, basically. The ones that put the big nets, and they basically like they showed a thing where they take a net that's like the size of like 10 football fields and scrape everything off the ground, and they destroy the like ocean floor that's like, and you can never fix that again. It's crazy. Anyways, this is not about Seaspiracy. This is about you. But
it's crazy. But to be honest with you, I was gonna say this, and I always thought about if I ever should say this, like something like this on podcast or whatever. But to be honest, like I did see I learned about like that dolphins are something very significant to this planet, and there's beings on this planet that knows that, and they're doing everything they can to get rid of dolphins. Now, I learned this in 012 and 013, and I didn't believe it. And then I started seeing all this stuff, and I was like, the reason why I didn't want to believe it, because the things I learned after all that, too, it's like, well, if that's real, then other things I know is kind of real. Yeah, I think that's where the fear comes in for me with that. But I did hear, like, there is types of beings on this planet or whatever that knows about like dolphins and everything, and they just really trying to get rid of all of them, even the whales. And if the dolphin goes away, like in the episode said, if the whales go away, it's over.
That's crazy.
So I don't know, but yeah.
I hope it can change, and you know, I think every time I talk to the younger generation, even people younger than yourself, like they seem to get it. They seem to be a lot more woke than the older generation.
Oh yeah, we are woke. Yeah.
And this older generation will be dead in about 20 years. So
I actually don't think that's. I think since we getting past the illusion of health and like what we should eat, and we knowing that eating healthy would make us feel better, it's gonna make you live longer. So I wouldn't be surprised if people living past 140 and 150 in our future because of what even though the human lifespan, if they say it's 70 and 80, I don't believe that. Because the people I already see, the people in the world, like the oldest people, like 120 and all that stuff, why? And some of the people don't even live in this country. So what are they doing? And I think because we are like transforming to Eastern medicine and we leaving Western medicine really. So I believe that we probably would live that long. Maybe 130.
No, I agree with you. My goal is to live to 140, but I don't know if I'd want to live in this body till 140. Hopefully, they could take me out and put me in a new one, right? Like an upgrade.
That's scary, though. I don't know. It's like Black Mirror stuff. That's scary.
Elon Musk was talking about that. He said that we're gonna be able to download your conscious like a video game and put it into another body.
You seen Black Mirror, right?
I don't think I've seen it, but I've heard about it.
It would sound cool to me if I didn't see Black Mirror.
So Black Mirror freaked you out.
So everybody that's seen Black Mirror know what I'm talking about. I'll suggest you look at Black Mirror and you see that that's cool, but what else they could do is like maybe that's not the way we should like go just yet. You know what I mean? Good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it for you, so watch Black Mirror.
I appreciate that. I'll definitely catch that movie. So anything else you want to say or you want to talk about before we go over to Joe's 6 questions? Because we always finish it off with some very deep questions from Joe.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can shout out people like
yeah. Where can they find you? Shout out some people.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere. Just KJ Focus. Just type that in. You can find me. If you type it on Google, that's the best way to find like my Instagram and my Facebook and all that stuff. I'm really on Instagram. And just shout out Marisha for helping me get this interview. You know what I mean? Shout out Rob, for hooking me up with Marisha. Shout out my sister. Shout out my girl Renee. She about to be an artist out here one day. She's gonna be part of my artistry one day. I'm trying to help her out. Shout out Eugene on the keys. You know what I mean? He's my first piano player I ever played with. Shout out my band, Soul Progressions. Shout out a lot of people. I can't even shout out everybody. Shout out the whole Bay Area. Bay Area about to be on the map soon. We about to put this place on the map. I mean the map. You know what I'm saying? That's our goal. So yeah. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Shout out to you.
Thank you. Stay focused. That's all I gotta say. Stay focused.
Yeah. And we'll leave everything in the comments below. So if you want to check out his information, just check down there in the comments. Yes. So we always finish off with something world famous Joe 6Qs. She's about to ask you some deep questions and get some deep answers from you. So I'll pass it right over to Joe.
All right. We'll see how deep we go. We'll see. What does following your bliss looks like for you this year?
Following my bliss? Ooh. I want to get these 100 songs out. That's my goal. If I get 100 songs out this year, I'd be so happy. I won't have to work as hard no more because that's my catalog. You know, I'll be good, and I'm already working on it. So if I get 100 songs out on Spotify, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna jump, but I'm gonna do something. Yeah. So I'm almost there. I'm getting there with the features and all that other stuff. I'm almost there. I'm getting there. So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that, and I think you'll get it within less than half a year.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I need that energy. Thank you.
You have that energy, so
thank you.
I support it.
Yes.
All right. So, what advice would you give to someone, youngsters out there who are out there to pursue their own passions?
Practice. I don't care if you're a rapper. I don't care if you're instrument. I don't care if you produce. I don't care if you tap dance. I don't care what you do. If you don't practice, if you think you're going to get it the easy way with money and all that stuff, you got a rude awakening for you because everybody got to get older. And when you get older, it's going to show who you really are because, practice. All you can. Practice every day. If you're in your 20s, spend your whole 20 practicing and try to be famous in your 30 because it's going to really make a big difference because in your 20s, you're going to make mistakes because your brain don't stop growing till you're 25. And even then, that next 5 years of your life is very crucial because now you're limitless, really. You can be limitless. So I feel like if you're in your 20s, you're a young artist. If you're even younger than that, you started 15 or younger, you're ahead of the game if you know this knowledge. So practice. 2 hours to 8 hours a day. That's my recommendation. I did 14 hours because I played on the street and I was making money. I did 14 hours a day. But I suggest, especially if you're a rapper, practice every day freestyling. Every day. 8 hours so you have nothing to worry about. That's the hardest thing going to be in the game is being like the best at what you're going to be. So you need to practice.
Thank you.
Practice. Yes.
Put that time in. All right. So if the doctor told you had 48 hours left to live, what is the first and the last thing you would do?
Oh my God. Oh Lord. That's hard.
You've been warned in the beginning.
I'm gonna play more. Shoot. Oh no.
Take your time.
Cry for a second. For one, I'm gonna go and leave a nice, good message of everybody I love. And I'm gonna play my horn. I'm gonna play the dopest song of my life. I'm gonna go hug everybody. And I'm gonna just try to spread a good message and try to spread at least something great that could hopefully, we all got our time here. We got to do something great. So I'm trying to just leave the best thing I can, contribute the best I can. Like, I'm gonna get my little percent here. And if I can help make the world a little bit better, 1% better, 0.1% better, whatever, then I did my job. So
that's awesome.
If I did that, and more, then that's cool.
Yeah, with this podcast, you're already going to make the world 1% better. So I appreciate you being on here.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, did my job.
Possibilities, sir.
Possibilities.
All right. Okay, so when you hear the word purpose, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Your Akashic records. What you was here to do, what you signed here to do. I don't know if you believe in that, but everybody knew why they're here. Everybody had a choice. You may not, I don't know. This is me. This is what I believe in. Everybody have a choice. Everybody know their life path here. It's just when you become born, you don't remember it no more. But you're not supposed to remember it because it's all about faith. You're supposed to learn something from this. You're supposed to remember. You're supposed not to remember, but you're supposed to remember that something is guiding you through your life path that you want. So it's your purpose. You learned about this and you do your Akashic records. You sign it, then you hear, and then you go through it. I know it's deep. I know it's crazy. Some people gonna bother me. Some people gonna be like, you crazy. But
No, it's okay. I know some
That's
friends that
purpose
knows
to me.
about Akashic records, like Desi and Evan, them Ruby. They know about that stuff. I
Yeah.
haven't learned much about it, but yeah,
When I
it's
learned about
cool.
it, then I kind of woke me up. Like, it just made everything else make sense to me in my life pertaining to me. 'Cause I feel like my life is already a movie, a freaking crazy funny movie. Like, it just never ends. You know what I mean? And you guys, anybody that be around me, they be like, yeah, that dude's life's a movie. Cause when I'm with him, crazy stuff happens. So yeah, so,
You
purpose.
gotta have fun in your journey. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
have fun. Yeah, it is fun.
All right. Where did I go? Okay. How did music save your life?
Mm. Somebody asked me this question before. Ooh, I gotta answer this the right way. Uh, um, mm, like everybody go through a lot of things, you know, and we all don't have to talk about it. We all go through a lot. Everybody been through something, you know what I'm saying? And including me, I've been through a lot of things that changed my life, that changed my way I look at the world. But after really learn how to play the sax, and that's when I really got connected with music and really connected with some of the words and the feeling. Cause now I understand the feeling of creating music and performing and really getting your voice out. So now I understand when somebody really singing, you know what I mean? And it may sound corny, whatever. I don't care. But like the song like Man in the Mirror from Michael Jackson, like, and the Earth song by Michael Jackson. Those are the two powerful songs I ever heard in my life. And a Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You, whatever. But those two songs, those was like the most powerful. Like, this man is really singing to the world. Like, yo, bro, like he knew, like, it's crazy out here. And he sung, he performed. That song was 6 minutes per song. Like, he sang through that whole song. If one man can really put all his effort out, a person like him, and really just think about everybody else before himself, that's amazing to me, and that saved my life because I really gave up on the world at one point. I was bullied in school. I lost everything that I ever loved, that ever loved me. Like, I didn't have nothing to me in my world. I had nothing, and I felt like nobody gave a fuck about me. Really. So, but they did kind of treat that man kind of bad, all the things they did, but he still like. So that saved me. It saved my life, because if I would have kept down that path, I would have been depressed, because I was depressed. But now hearing that and other songs and all that, and being able to play and be able to express myself and get it all out anyway, if I do feel some type of way, that saved my life, man. Because I could be a ruthless dude, you know what I mean? I could be all the things I've been through. I could do a lot of bad things. I could be a lot of mean things. I could say a lot of things, but I gotta understand that I'm not the only one feeling like this, and there's other people trying to be better, and that's going through way, way worse things than me. So with my excuse, nothing. So I'm gonna be my best. I may fall, I may make mistakes, but I'm gonna just be my best and keep going for somebody else, because I may inspire somebody else that may save the world one day. Who knows? You know what I mean? It all starts from me. It all starts with the man in the mirror. And if I could do it, then somebody else can. I may inspire somebody else to do it, and that's where it starts. So music saved my life. It made me who I am. I'm telling you, when I was in Oakland and I went through all that stuff, my heart was ruthless. I didn't care about nothing. But I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? But it's all right. You know what I mean? Because I needed to go through that to find something better. And I did. Find a lot of things better. I have something better now. Because love is never destroyed. It's only transformed. And you gotta be patient when it is this. When you feel like it's destroyed, you gotta be patient to come back. And love will always come back, no matter what. So, yes, that's how music saved my life.
Thank you. Well, music is
Wow.
very powerful, and I think that you're living your purpose. Like you always say, you can't fail in your purpose,
No.
and you're living that. You know what I mean? And you're not even 30 yet, and you're on your path. So it's incredible to actually know you. Being a part of this podcast, sharing your stories, and your music is dope.
I appreciate all you guys, man, for letting me share my story. It's dope.
Yeah,
so.
I'm blown away by you, man. I'm just tripping out. I'm like, this kid, like, you have the right mindset, man.
Appreciate you.
From someone who's almost twice your age, just know, like, just keep hustling, keep working. Don't give a crap what anybody says or anybody thinks.
Okay.
You're anointed for something, man. Like,
thank you.
You're here for a reason, and God gives his toughest battles to his toughest warriors. Like, he needed to make you tough to be able to deal with all the stuff that's coming your way. You know what I mean? Ain't no successful pansy.
I understand that too.
You know what I mean?
I understand that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm fired up that you're here, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm just blown away by your mindset, by your positivity, by your wokeness, I haven't even heard your music yet. You know what I mean? So, like, once I hear your music, I'll be like, dang, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
I came out with a song just recently called Butterfly. It really was supposed to be called the Butterfly Effect, but I kind of felt like Butterfly would be more catchier because the video is going to be about it's supposed to be like how I'm walking, playing my horn, with music, and it changes people's mindset to do the right thing. So it's gonna be a scene where like somebody takes $100, right? But then Butterfly Effect comes in, and I'm walking past just playing my horn regularly, and they give it back to the person, or they give to the right owner. That's the whole video. So I can't wait to shoot that. That was gonna be so cool to me. I'm lit for that one.
Well, music heals as well. Music is powerful. Music heals. Yeah. There's something about sounds that it just touches our hearts as a human being. We all love music. I think that's what everybody can have in common, no matter what language, what country you came from. Music is everything.
It's a universal language. Everybody can understand music.
Also, love is a universal language as well.
Love is always the answer. That's all I gotta say. Love is always the answer.
I got one last question for you. What's your number one wish for the world?
Relax. We all so tensed up, man. It's crazy. And it comes from fear. That's all it comes from. We all have fear. We all have different fear, but that's what all stems from. That's what hate, anger, violence, it all comes from that one thing, fear. That's why they promote fear so much. You know what I mean? Because that's what it creates. But if we all relax and just take 1 second and breathe, 5 seconds, just breathe and think, and then you will understand that everything's kind of okay. Everything is cool. But everybody got to do it. It can't just be like half of us or 1/4 or whatever. It got to be all of us. And we just got to relax. If the world can just relax for 5 seconds at the same time, it'll be the most powerful thing in human history. And it can happen because communication is getting better every day. So I could see that happening. And meditation is being more spreaded, because social media and all that stuff. The truth is being spreaded. So I believe that day will come. I believe it's already happening. I believe we're past the worst days, to be honest with you. So hopefully, that's what I hope. That's what I wish. So we just got to relax and look at ourselves in the mirror and just be like, I could be better. And not only I could be better today, but I could be better tomorrow. And I could be better the next day. And it's never going to stop. And if we all have that mindset and not feel pity for ourselves or mad at ourselves or just forgive ourselves and just know that we're not going to always be perfect. We're not perfect, but we always can be better. That's the key. Yeah, you wake up feeling good every day. You get up like, hey, I can be better today. Tomorrow is kind of crummy, but today going to be dope. That's how I'll be doing. That's how I get it. I'm like, yeah, let's do it today. You know what I'm saying? Get some water, get some tea.
I really appreciate your excitement, your energy, and your good vibes. So thank you so much for sharing all of that.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like you're definitely a special individual as far as the way you think.
I appreciate you. I'm glad, I'm thinking correctly, at least, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just here doing it, It's kind of dope.
Well, I just keep doing it because you're doing the right thing. Yeah. But like you said, hey, life is a constant growth. So you never stop learning.
You never stop growing.
Yep.
Never. Even after death, people never stop growing. It's not over after that. Everybody need to realize that. Like, it's not over. So
I agree. 100%.
Keep being the best you can be.
100%. Any last words, Joe?
I just want to, first of all, shout out to Marisha Ashanti.
Yes.
Check her music video, Riots 2020, and that's he's in there. The first time I heard the saxophone, I was like, I knew that's that made the song even more special for me. Because I do like jazz music as well, but I didn't even expect that part, but it was there. So I think in a way that attracted me to you, and I asked her for referrals, and she told me about you. So thank you for hopping on and taking the time to do this. I'm hearing your stories.
This is fun. I never did this before. This is cool. It's kind of dope.
Yeah, you definitely inspired me and just to relax and have fun.
Yeah, like life is supposed to be fun. Like, what are you doing out here? What you rushing for? What? To be known and sing because you got money? No, nobody really cares. Everybody wants to be happy, and nobody really cares about. I mean, we all care about each other's happiness, but we all care about our happiness more. So you flaunting everything, trying to be oppressive, trying to, it's not worth it. Just make sure you're having fun, enjoy life. You can have fun, enjoy life without money. You can have fun, enjoy life with money, with things, without things. Just every day is a new day for something new to happen. Great, if you want it to be.
For sure, and I definitely think that you will get your 100 songs.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. Oh,
and you will.
That's definitely gonna happen.
That's already done. That you already put down in the universe.
It's already there. It's gone.
Yeah, it's already done. So yeah. Thank you for sharing your gifts to the rest of the world since you were 15. So it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. Sharing my story and stuff.
Yeah, man. I think this is going to be the first of many podcasts you're going to be on, and
that'd be dope.
Yeah. People definitely need to hear from you because you're very wise and you have a lot of good to give, and you are going to make the world better. This is just the beginning, right? So keep practicing, keep hustling, keep thinking big. Ignore this whole time thing. Yes. And I guarantee, like, you're gonna have everything that you dreamed of, and then all the stuff you went through in the beginning is just gonna be like you're just gonna laugh at it. Nobody, when you're successful, nobody even remembers that you ever went through some stuff. Does that make sense?
I know, it's kind of starting to feel like that now. It's like I've been through so much. It's like, man, I forgot about all the stuff I went through in Oakland. I'm like, man, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. But it's dope though. So it's cool. Cool.
Keep it up, man. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, man. Yeah. And exactly. Thank you for being on the podcast. I appreciate it. Like, I definitely want to make this last questions like its own special segment because it needs to be out there. But thank you so much for being on the podcast, man. We appreciate having you. We'll leave all his information in the description below. If you like this podcast, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and hit the notification bell so that they let you know when new videos come out. All right. KJ, man.
Any last words from you?
Hey, stay focused on yourself, and if you do that, be better, you make the whole world better. Yes.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, and as always, follow your bliss. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Our goal, as always, is to become the #1 podcast in the world. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you share this with 3 of your friends. And if you like our song, our intro song, please check out my good friend Maroney Silva's band, A Dead Desire, on YouTube. That song is called The Mantra. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, follow your bliss.